We've got our first buffalo here. Just laying there. Oh my gosh. Almost to the campground. This is the view from our campsite.
The sky is so pretty.
Sky is giving us quite a show. We can hear some thunder going on over these areas. And we're just hanging out in our lawn chairs in our campsite. It's awesome. We decided to get out and do some exploring before the storms hit.
They call these Cannonball Concretions. They form inside these flows around here due to minerals sticking to some sort of a core. They don't say what the core is, but it's really crazy because they're just hanging out.
These cannonballs were just one of the many amazing geological features we found at Teddy Roosevelt. Further down the road, we found a mama deer with 2 young fawns. And then it started to rain.
Here we are, end of the line at Theodore Roosevelt National Park, and we got a big storm coming up here behind us. Wind and rain. Oh, somewhere over there. That's not good. So we're gonna have to come back and do this again maybe tomorrow. Oh, it's cold, but it sure is pretty. We have a roadblock.
I guess we just wait for them to pass?
I don't know. Maybe get a little closer. They're not gonna attack us.
Look at that big guy on the left.
Hello. Wow. They're just all around us. Are you gonna move? They're not. Okay. Oh my gosh. Holy cow, that one's huge. Don't go anywhere. He's getting out. They don't seem to. That thing's the size of our truck.
Oh my gosh. He's the biggest.
Wow.
Or that one up there.
Oh my gosh. Well, Caitlin has separated the herd. There's some back there and there's up here, but they don't want to move. This is why they're in the road. They're drinking water in the rain. Well, there we go. That was pretty cool seeing them drink out of the puddles in the road. We weren't really sure why we were out and about in the rain. We're actually headed back to our campsite, but it was cool to see.
This gray stuff is all over these mountains.
I think it's hard when it's dry, and when it's wet, it's just like
mud.
Soft, muddy clay.
Interesting.
Fingers are all wet.
After our soggy adventure, we headed back to our campsite for the most amazing sunset. Teddy Roosevelt National Park is divided into 2 units, and we were camping at the north unit. The next day, we went down to the south unit. We stopped at the Painted Canyon Visitors Center right off the highway. The center provides the history of the park as well as a great viewing area to look down into the canyon.
We are in Medora, North Dakota, here at Theodore Roosevelt National Park.
The South Unit has a 36-mile round-trip scenic loop drive that makes seeing the park easy. It takes you by Prairie Dog Towns, overlooks, through canyons, and through bison meadows. The drive takes several hours, but you're guaranteed to see wildlife. The Prairie Dog Towns are fun. These little creatures are often found sitting atop their holes, alerting the rest of the gang to your presence. Underground is an extensive network of tunnels and chambers, and each community may contain hundreds of prairie dogs. Because of their destructive landscaping, they are often killed as pests. During the 20th century, about 98% of all prairie dogs were exterminated, and their range has shrunk to perhaps 5% of its historic spread. Further down the road, we came upon a wild horse standing on his own. He didn't really move much, but it was still pretty exciting to see. And then there were the bison. If not for the foresight of a few individuals, including Theodore Roosevelt, the American bison would have become extinct. Today, the South Unit has 200 to 400 bison, and the North 100 to 300. Theodore Roosevelt National Park also has plenty of hiking opportunities. The vistas and views were absolutely beautiful. Again, we were amazed by the geological features, and we found some very interesting places.
We are here in the south unit of Theodore Roosevelt Park hiking the Coal Vein Trail. This is an area where in 1951 a coal fire started in a vein underground and burned until 1977. People came to this area for 26 years to watch the smoke come out of the ground and the red hot rocks. Today all that's left is a black vein in the earth, but it's still a really nice hike. Here's this stuff when it's dry. Very hard.
After completing the Scenic Loop Drive, we headed into the town of Medora. Medora is a touristy western town known for Theodore Roosevelt impersonators, the Medora musical, and the Cowboy Museum and Hall of Fame. While we didn't go to the musical or the museum, we did enjoy walking through the town, enjoying the western novelties. Back in the less touristy north unit of the park, which is a good 80 miles north of the south unit, we felt so close to nature. We practically had the place to ourselves, and we could watch the wildlife without any pressure. In the north unit, there is also a small herd of longhorn cattle, kept in the park like in Teddy Roosevelt's days. These huge animals were really impressive to see up close. Theodore Roosevelt National Park was established to memorialize this area's importance in Theodore Roosevelt's life and the key role it played in fostering his conservation ethics. While visiting the Badlands for the first time in 1883, Roosevelt fell in love with the rugged landscape. Though we only spent 3 short days here, we started to see why.